Hello and welcome to 5-Year Club video number 112, one of those guys. Have you guys ever seen Ty Lopez? Have you ever seen that guy who's like, yep, I'm in my garage with my Lamborghini, but it's fun to drive around Hollywood. But you know what's even better than Lamborghinis? Cat butts that are half on camera. No, he actually says like books. And here I got 7 billion books on 30 shelves in my garage, etc. And, this is kind of a classic commercial type, showing off some high-priced item to, and then saying, like, and I'm going to tell you how to get this stuff. And then you don't actually tell them. It's classic infomercial stuff, right? You're like, I got 3 steps to do it. And I'm going to wade into some other tangential conversation. And at the very end of this video, I'm going to tell you got to go to my website to learn those 3 steps. Yeah, Ty Lopez. So there's another guy, Calicanai or something like that. Calicanai. And I have seen their advertisements on YouTube, looking at my nerdy personal finance videos. And yeah, clearly they're obnoxious, but I guess something's working because their ads continue to be shown and somebody's paying for those ads. I have really not wanted to do ads, and a big part of that I think is personality. I think it's kind of pretentious to interrupt somebody while they're watching a cat video and go, hey, watch me, my channel, do I'm fancy. But bottom line is this. When it comes to personal finance, when it comes to your net worth, when it comes to the wealth building game, there are 2 different parts of it. There is financial defense and financial offense. Financial defense is what 90% plus of the personal finance education market is about. In other words, not spending money, and there's a good reason for that. Number 1, people spend way too much. Number 2, not spending money, you don't get taxed on not spending money. You get taxed on earning more money. So if you have a choice between earning $10 more but then only bringing home 7.5, or spending $10 less, you come out ahead by spending $10 less. Also, the income side of the personal finance wealth building equation is a challenging discussion to have because it's wrapped up in all these political issues, and also because you can save money kind of like instantly, but earning a significantly greater amount of money might take a year of self-development or 5 years of self-development, and just, it's a lot more difficult and it's a slower process. But that doesn't mean it's not important to talk about it. So I've been avoiding running ads, but I've known, based on the businesses that I've been in, that advertisements are a integral part of marketing, and they're not necessarily bad, right? Like, if you spend, I think I'm spending like $10 a day. If you spend $10 a day to get people to view your content, and your content is helping those people, then I mean, what else could you do with that money, right? Like, in a given month, that'd be like 10 times 30, that'd be $300. So you could buy 3 Financial Peace University classes. So that's kind of like 1 or 2 people per class. You could, I don't know, buy a different book and hand out 30 books. Is handing out 30 books more effective than bringing 600 or 700 people to a YouTube channel every day? I don't know. That's what we're finding out. Ads, there are a lot of details in terms of how things are targeted and how the quality of the ad that you're running. My ad is not very high quality because I don't have much time to spend on it. But just by kind of like forcing myself to jump into these waters, no matter how uncomfortable they are. I will learn and grow my own expertise and knowledge, kind of what the deal is. And I'll learn, like, is the quality of my video complete crap? Am I targeting the wrong audience? Does nobody even want to subscribe? Does anybody think I'm funny? Does everybody think I'm a douchebag? Like, what's going on? And so I, got to take that leap to try and bring things to the next level, even when that leap is super ugly. And guys, I guarantee you, like, and girls, no, like, this is the dirtiest possible leap anyone can take into the YouTube ad space. It's like I probably took 5 or 10 minutes to write up what I was going to say, and then I said it, and I fully expect this to fail. And what I'm interested in is more or less, like, what is the first piece of it that fails? I don't know. Sometimes the first point of failure is not always obvious, but if I determine that the first point of failure is something that if I spend more time on it, I can get better results, well then, good. I can increase the channel reach. I can increase the number of people that I can help making these videos this year. And hopefully I can figure out, like, the most affordable way to do it, because I'm not scared of spending the money. Like, if I lose the money, who cares? Like, $300 a month to learn something that can be as profitable as online advertising, that's not a bad deal. Plus, I can turn it off whenever I want. So maybe I'll only get in the hole like $100. But if I can touch just one life for $100, it's worth it. Yeah, so this is how I operate. I basically jump into a horrible pit of lava, and then I figure out which part of my body is burning the most painfully and the fastest, and then I try to remove that from the lava, even as the rest of my body sinks in. No, well, that is kind of the way it works. Most of the time I describe it as I smash my face into the wall over and over again until something changes. This isn't too different. All right, if you were wondering how easy it is to promote a video on YouTube, the answer is it is really freaking easy. So you film the video, whatever it's going to be, you then, like, upload it, which is basically dragging and dropping the video onto YouTube's site. You then go to your, like, account manager thing and click promote next to the video, or it's a drop down or something. Then you come to a screen like this, and they have a very simple interface. You can either pick an overall budget or a daily budget. They'll estimate how many people you're going to reach. They will then say, who do you want to show this to? And you can either pick specific people in specific places, or you can pick everybody. And since I know personal finance is a topic that not everyone is eager to pay attention to, I definitely wanted to target this, because I just know that, like, this is not a video on, like, chocolate sexy time. This is a video on or this is a channel advertisement on personal finance, which most people are like, nope, don't care. So I tried to target groups that I thought might have some kind of affinity for it. Turns out banking and finance, cat lovers. I couldn't resist cat lovers. I mean, if I'm going to help anybody, it's going to be cat lovers. And then do-it-yourselfers, just because do-it-yourselfers are like, well, they're already kind of people who are like, let me control this. Let me figure this out. Yeah, so those are the people that I targeted. Let's see what happens. And then after that was done, the next screen, after I put in, like, some credit card information, which nobody needs to see, or debit card, I guess I should say, I saw my kind of bad advertisement right here. Retired by 35. Yeah, I'm a nerd, but I'm going to help you grow wealthier. And then it's under review. And within like 15 minutes, they reviewed it and approved it. So now it says, like, approved. And I guess in 24 hours, I will see what $10 got me, if anything. Or maybe I'll just have a bunch of nasty comments calling me a douchebag. So that's it. This is how the sausage is made, apparently. It's not a complicated sausage. All the pain of this is in the future. This, video number 12, gets to be a beautiful, hopeful time in the history of 5 Year Club before paid advertising attempt number 1 has completely crushed and demolished my soul. So I think I want to just like revel in the fact that I don't know my mode of failure yet, and maybe watch some forensic files, and dream that this will be successful. And then tomorrow, I don't know. Should I look at it tomorrow morning, which I probably won't be able to stop myself, or should I wait until like the caffeine coffee morning stuff is over, and then later in the day when things are already kind of like meh, then should I review it so that it kind of gets, it's like, well, this programming detail was already meh, so it's no big deal that the channel advertisement that I predicted would failed. I don't know. Strategies to cushion the expected blow. Hi, welcome to the Pessimist's Guide to Advertising. My name is Lewis. This is how it works. Okay, guys. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, for what you can pay for this stuff, like $10 a day, I would actually recommend that you film a completely random advertisement for something that doesn't even exist, and pay for like, I don't know, a week and like $2 a day or $5 a day for people to see your random video for a channel that doesn't even exist, just to see what their reactions are, and just to kind of like familiarize yourself with the advertising interface. And then maybe if you have something else in your life that you could use this for, like promoting some kind of nonprofit or whatever it is that you're interested in, you will already have the knowledge in your head and be like, hey guys, we have to raise $1,000 for this cat nonprofit. Great. We can do it on YouTube. It'll take 5 minutes. I've already done it once for my fake butt rocket video. And I know how it works. Okay, that's it. That's it, guys, for video number 112. One of those guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a fabulous evening.